Today I am going to discuss a new unit, that is infinite Fourier transform. Sometimes we call infinite Fourier transform is complex Fourier transform, and inverse Fourier transform. See, in mathematics we have different types of transforms are available, that is Fourier transform, Z transform, Laplace transform. You already studied about the Laplace transform. Laplace transform is help us to find the solution of higher order differential equation with initial condition. That is the application of Laplace transform. Using Fourier transform to solve partial differential equation with boundary condition can be obtained with the help of Fourier transform. That means sometimes we are very difficult to solve partial differential equation with the boundary conditions. With the help of Fourier transform method to solve that, and also we evaluate a very difficult integral function by using Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform. Real life application of Fourier transform, that is in communication theory, the signal is usually a voltage, and the Fourier series or Fourier transform in Fourier theory is essential to understand how the signal behaves when it passes through filters and amplifiers and communication channels. Particularly engineering application to computer science, this Fourier transform is a tool which decomposes an image into sine and cosine components. That means this Fourier transform is a tool in image processing, particularly image enhancing, and image restoration, and image encoding and decoding, and image description, and image compression, filtering, reconstruction, etc. So another application of Fourier transform, that is one-dimensional Fourier transform are used in signal processing, and two-dimensional Fourier transform are used in image processing. But here one main thing is there, the difference between Fourier series and Fourier transform, that is Fourier series is applicable, the given function f of x is not only continuous and differentiable but also periodic. That means the given function should be periodic. But in Fourier transform, the Fourier transform is applicable for both periodic and non-periodic signals. I will give the definition of infinite Fourier transform. According to our syllabus, we are discussing only infinite Fourier transform. Finite Fourier transform is also there. Don't want to discuss about that. We concentrating only infinite Fourier, particularly complex form, and also we are discussing inverse Fourier transform. Definition. The infinite Fourier transform of a real valued function f of x is defined by, denoted by capital letter F of u, integral minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x into e power iux into dx. This is the formula or definition for infinite Fourier transform, denoted by capital letter U, is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, because infinite Fourier transform f of x into e power iux into dx. See, you observe e power iux, we denoting kernel, is present in the formula of infinite Fourier transform. That is why we call complex. You know, in complex analysis, I term is there. What is the value of I? Square root of minus 1. Every formula involves I term. That is why we call complex Fourier transform. You remember this formula. Next, the inverse Fourier transform of capital letter F of u. Capital letter F of u is infinite Fourier transform. Capital letter F of u is defined by, that means we denote f inverse of f of u, that is small letter f of x is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity capital letter F of u e power minus iux into du. Here u is there, that is why du. You just compare these two formulas, that is here plus iux is there, here minus iux. You see the difference. Here there is no 1 by 2 pi, here 1 by 2 pi is there. Capital letter F of u means infinite Fourier transform. Small letter f of x means inverse Fourier transform. You distinguish this. After confirming the definition of infinite Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform, we have useful note number 1. In view of the term e power iux, that is kernel, present in the definition of the Fourier transform, it is also called the complex form, complex Fourier transform. Note number 2, when we are solving the problems, we use this term, that is e power iu. You are familiar about the expansion of e power iu in terms of cos and sin, that is cos u plus I sin u. Similarly, e power minus iu is cos u minus I sin u. Adding these two, e power iu, e power minus iu. Adding these two, sin cancel, 2 cos u, or cos u is e power iu, e power minus iu divided by 2. Remember this formula, we use this when we are solving the problems. Similarly, subtracting these two, e power minus iu, e power iu minus e power minus iu divided by 2i is sin u. Remember these two. And we should know about I value, square root of minus I square minus 1 minus I square 1 by I minus I minus 1 by I. Sometimes we use this, that is why. Remember this. In this unit we also discuss Fourier cosine transform. Fourier cosine transform. They mention find Fourier cosine transform of the given function like this. That is why Fourier cosine means we denote, Fourier transform is f of u. Fourier cosine means fc of u. C for cosine is equal to 0 to infinity f of x into cos ux into dx, x with respect to dx. For this we also find inverse Fourier cosine transform. Inverse Fourier cosine transform, that is small letter f of x is equal to 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity capital letter fc of u into cosine means cos ux. Here u is there, here du. See, in this unit formulas are important. Next, Fourier sine transform. To compare these two, we can easily write, because of sine fs of u 0 to infinity f of x sin ux dx, inverse Fourier sine transform, that is f of x is equal to 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity fs of u sin ux into du. Remember these two set of formulas. In this unit they may also discuss Fourier cosine, inverse Fourier cosine transform, Fourier sine transform, inverse Fourier sine transform. After knowing the definition of Fourier complex form of transform and inverse Fourier transform, for this particular unit we have some useful properties are there. Properties. Number 1, linearity property. That is, if C1, C2, etc. Cn are constants, then Fourier transform of C1 f1 of x, C2 f2 of x plus etc. plus Cn fn of x is equal to, taking C1 common from first term, Fourier transform of f1 of x plus taking 2 common from this, f of f2 of x plus etc. Cn common of f of fn of x. So this property is called linearity property for Fourier transform. Next, property number 2, the name is change of scale property. See, these properties are important for examination point of view. If f of x is equal to, we denoting f cap of u, then f of ax is equal to 1 by a times f cap of u by a. So the name of the property related to Fourier transform, that is change of scale property. If this equal to this, then f of ax is equal to 1 by a f cap of u by a. Next, property number 3, shifting property. Shifting property. If f of x is equal to f cap of u, then capital letter f of x minus a is equal to e power I u a into f cap of u. Shifting property, capital letter f of x minus a, we write e power I u a into f cap of u. Property number 4, modulation property. Modulation property, that is, if capital letter f of x is equal to f cap of u, then capital letter f of x into cos ax is equal to 1 by 2 times f cap of u plus a plus f cap of u minus a. Remember these properties related to Fourier transform. After confirming the definition of Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform and Fourier cosine and sine transform, and now we are going to discuss in the problems. Find the complex Fourier transform of the function f of x is equal to 1 for mod x less than or equal to a, 0 for mod x greater than a, and hence evaluate integral 0 to infinity sin x by x into dx. Solution. See, they mentioned the complex Fourier transform and given function, and also evaluate the integral function. Complex Fourier transform of f of x is given by, you recall complex Fourier transform formula, capital letter F of u is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity small letter f of x into e power iux into here x dx. But the given function f of x, we write 1 for mod x less than or equal to a means, mod x means it takes both minus and plus, that is minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a, 0 for otherwise. So this minus a to plus a is the subinterval is lies within minus infinity to plus infinity. See, the meaning of mod x less than or equal to a means minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. It involves both positive and negative. That is, capital letter f of u is equal to minus a to plus a minus a to plus a. Given function f of x is 1 into e power iu x into dx. That is equal to 1 into e. So you are familiar about evaluating the integral function e power iux integral minus a to plus a with respect to x. That is, capital letter f of u is equal to integration of e power iux is e power iux divided by iu. Iu is the coefficient of x, that is why you write the denominator. Apply the limit minus a to plus a. Minus a to plus a. Capital letter f of u is equal to, I can take 1 by iu constant common, e power iux, you write almost f for convenient to apply the limit, 1 by iu, you apply a and minus a for x, e power iu a minus e power minus iu a. That is, you write the simplified form. You know, e power iua in terms of sin and cos is cos au plus I sin au minus, you know the formula, that is cos au minus I sin au. Here cos cancel, minus is there, that is why. That is 1 by iu 2 times of I sin au. I cancel, 2 sin au by u is the required complex form of Fourier transform of the given function f of x. After finding complex form of Fourier transform, we also evaluate the integral is there in question. Let us evaluate integral 0 to infinity sin x by x into dx. We have obtained this f of u is 2 sin au by u. For evaluating the integral function, you see is there in question, see, and hence evaluate this. You observe this given integral function, shall I denote this integral function is equal to small letter f of x, right? That is why That is why we have small letter f of x. We have inverse Fourier transform, that is small letter f of x. You recall the formula 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity capital letter f of u into e power minus iux into du. Use inverse Fourier transform to find the value of this integral function. This integral function is denoted by small letter f of x. You observe this function is f of x. Integral 0 to infinity small letter f of x dx is there, you know. That is why we use inverse Fourier transform, is denoted by small letter f of x is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity capital letter f of u into e power minus iux into, here f of u function is there with respect to du. This is the inverse Fourier transform formula. See, we have capital letter f of u, you copy to paste here. F of x is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity. Capital letter f of u is 2 sin au by u into e power minus iux into du. That is, see, reducing this form to this form, we are eliminating unwanted things like u, e power, etc. e power, etc. 2 cancel, 1 by pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin au by u e power minus iux into du minus iux into du. Now let us put x equal to 0. Why I am putting x equal to 0? Because when you are applying x equal small x equal to 0, you know e power 0 is 1. That is why we put x equal to 0 is the option to eliminating this kernel e power minus iux. We don't want. We don't want this? Because we are reducing this step into integral sin x by x dx, evaluating that integral function. That is why, since x equal to 0 is a point of continuity of f of x, the value of f of x at x equal to 0, what happen in left hand side? F of 0. In your question, f of x is equal to 1 means you apply f of 0 is 1, because f of x equal to 1 is there for mod x less than or equal to a is there in question. Hence 1 by pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin au by u into 1 into du is equal to f of 0 is 1. F of 0 is 1. Or integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin au by u into du is equal to pi. See, in your question, and hence evaluate integral 0 to infinity sin x by x dx is there. Integral 0 to infinity is there, but here minus infinity to plus infinity is there. You recall the property of definite integral. Minus infinity to plus infinity is equal to 2 times of 0 to infinity when the given function should be even. You recall what is the condition for checking the given function f of x is even, that is f of minus x is equal to f of x. We confirm the function is even, is there in Fourier series. You just recall. Shall I write integral minus infinity to plus infinity is 2 times of 0 to infinity, because you apply, you replace u to minus u. Here x is there, here u is there. Later we eliminating a, put a is equal to 1. In this particular step you replace u to minus u to confirm the given function is even nature, that is sin a into minus u. You apply u to minus u, that is sin of minus u is minus sin au. You know sin of minus theta is minus sin theta, by minus u, minus minus cancel, sin au by u. So we confirm f of u is equal to f of minus u is equal to f of u. So we confirm, satisfying this f of minus u equal to f of u, we confirm this sin au by u is even. That is why integral minus infinity plus infinity is 2 times of 0 to infinity. Sin au, this is even, sin au by u into du is equal to pi, or 0 to infinity sin au by u du is equal to pi by 2, is equal to pi by 2. You observe the question, we want to evaluate integral 0 to infinity sin x by x dx value, but here u is there. Put a equal to 1, what happens? 0 to infinity sin u by u du is equal to pi by 2. Thus by changing u to x, why? Because we don't want u, that is why we changing u to x, you will get the required integral function. We have integral 0 to infinity sin x by x dx value is pi by 2. See how we evaluating a very difficult integral function like integral 0 to infinity sin x by x dx value is pi by 2 with the help of Fourier transform. That is one of the application. Next, second problem. If f of x is equal to 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square, mod x less than 1, 0, mod x greater than or equal to 1, find the Fourier transform of f of x, and hence find the value of integral 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x divided by x cube into dx, b integral 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x divided by x cube into cos of x by 2 into dx. Important problem. So I will continue in next class.